So for this month, I would like to be more intentional when it comes to bullet journaling. So I have decided to add self-awareness and self-care prompts into my monthly and weekly February 2024 bullet journal spreads. Hey fam, it's ICFIC Studio and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I do creative journaling and reading journal videos, and today I will be showing you how I set up my February 2024 bullet journal. I usually pick a color for the month, and my chosen color for February is called Knitted Nettle by Ferris Wheel Press. It is one of their new releases this month, and I think it goes perfectly well with my witchy cottagecore theme. It is a beautiful dark green with a red sheen and a pink gold shimmer. So for my February cover page, I will be writing the month in calligraphy and painting it with my chosen color for the month. I paint really slowly over the letter forms with a very thin brush, so that way I can cover the fine lines. I feel like calligraphy is such a relaxing way to incorporate creativity into your bullet journal, and aside from that, it also elevates, the aesthetic of your spreads. And another thing that I would like to talk about is calligraphy is not handwriting. So handwriting is something we do every day, whereas calligraphy is a combination of elements called the basic strokes, and when you put those strokes together you create the letters of the alphabet. And to me it's more like drawing than handwriting. So if this is something that you'd like to learn more of, I have a playlist of how to do calligraphy with just a regular pen, or if you want something more, please let me know in the comments below and we'll make it happen. And now that I'm done with the calligraphy bit of my cover page, I have now selected some witchy cottagecore-ish stationery from my stationery stash. I probably won't use all of them, but at least I know that I have a variety of styles to choose from. So anyway, just layering the sheets of stationery as I see fit, and I have this collection of smaller ripped pieces of stationery that I don't want to throw away, so I guess now is the time to use some of them. Another element that I wanted to incorporate into my bullet journal theme this month is some floral elements like ferns. I actually wanted some real pressed ferns, but I couldn't find any, and I'm actually not sure if we have those in Australia. So I just decided to draw them and paint them. And because I can't draw from thin air or from scratch, I always need a reference, so this fern is actually based on an image that I found on Pinterest. So what I learned is that you draw a main stem, and then from that main stem there are little stems branching off on the sides, and on those little stems are little teardrop shaped leaves. Now that the ferns are done, I want to add a bit more stuff to the cover page. So I have been dying to use this set of washi tapes that I have bought from Notebook Therapy. It's called Midsummer Night's Dream. And in addition to these celestial stickers, I think the washi tapes add a bit more of a witchy vibe into my cover page. I feel like I am not that great at collaging, so I'm keeping it to a minimum, and I'm happy with how it turned out so far. Now that my February cover page is done, let's move on to the monthly spreads. And because I will be using Dutch doors again, I will be decorating the left-hand side of the page with stationery stickers and washi tapes that are similar to the ones that I used in the cover page. And of course, I'm going to be painting more ferns. So on the first page of my monthly spread, I will be writing prompts, and I will be using this beautiful fountain pen I got from Ferris Wheel Press. I am currently writing the title of the page in faux calligraphy, just so it stands out from the rest of the prompts. This is my monthly check-in page where I will be reflecting on how I feel mentally and physically. I think it's a good idea to check in with yourself at the beginning of the month just to gauge your energy levels and what you need to achieve and what's already on your plate, because I tend to overdo the goals that I want to achieve in the month, which is really bad because I tend to burn out when I do that. And thanks to Abby C and Art and Alchemy for inspiring me to include these check-in prompts at the beginning of the month. And because the word goals intimidate me so much, I have decided to reword it to focus. So this is where I will put all of the things that I would like to put more effort on this month. Another thing that I wanted to try this month is an ins and outs spread, which I saw Amanda Rachley do, but I didn't want to write ins and outs. I want to word it differently. So I did my research on Pinterest and I found this page that had keeping instead of ins and letting go instead of outs, and I thought that was really cool. So here is my ins and outs page. So these are the prompts that I will be filling in at the beginning of the month, and now we'll move on to the second half of my monthly spreads. So this section includes a word of the month and some prompts that I will be filling in as the month progresses. So my chosen unpronounceable word is a Scottish term for finding comfort in life's simple pleasures, which goes perfectly well with my cozy cottagecore theme. And underneath that, I have included a favorite section because I like looking back on happy memories and the things that I liked most about the month. And I feel like because I haven't really been in a good mood lately, these prompts will help lighten up my mood. And for the last bit of my monthly spreads, I have decided to add an ideas and brain dump page, but again, I wanted to word them differently. So after a little bit of research and synonym brainstorming, I ended up with let it flow for ideas and let it out for brain dump. Now moving on to the weekly spreads. For every week of February, I will be using one page. And because I use my bullet journal as a memory journal, I'd like to focus on the memories per week. So I will be sticking one photo per week and writing about, the most memorable things. And apart from that, I also decided to add words of affirmations or quotes and prompts that would help me reflect at the end of the week. And as you can see throughout the process of how I do my weekly spreads, I like switching things up. Sometimes I put the space for the photo on the left-hand side, sometimes on the right-hand side. I switch up how the layouts look. I use different prompts. I put different quotes per week, so that way I'm not really doing the same thing over and over again. Because last year I had a reflective planner and it had the same prompt every month and every week that I ended up not answering them. But anyway, this year I have decided to use a Midori A6 daily journal and I'm quite enjoying that. So I put all of my plans and agenda in my A6 journal while this serves as my memory journal. What I like about bullet journaling is everyone uses it in different ways that makes it unique to them. So I'd be really interested in how you use your bullet journal. So last but not least, the last page of the Dutch door pages. In my recent spreads, I would have used this page for brain dump, but I've already done that earlier. So I have decided to make use of this extra space for more memories. Because I'm a very sentimental person and I don't have the heart to throw things away like concert tickets or movie tickets, I just stick them in my journal. So if you're a memory hoarder like me, give this video a like. So we're nearing the end of my setup. So this is just me finishing off the last page of the Dutch door with a collage similar to the first page of the Dutch door. And for the grand finale, let us cut the Dutch door pages. I usually rip my Dutch door pages, but this time I wanted to do something different, so I'm cutting them with scissors and punching the page edges curved. And finally, here is my February 2024 flip through. The theme is witchy cottagecore, and I've included a lot of journaling prompts and quotes and words of affirmations. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you liked it, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.